But now, a new Equalizer, new episode Sunday on CBS.
Hey guys, I'm Anna Christina and I'm here with the owner of Roof Savers, Russell Beckham. And Russell, we've talked about how roof rejuvenation can save someone up to 85% of what it would cost them to get a full replacement. But break down again what it is and how it works.
Absolutely. The process of roof rejuvenation is reintroducing the protective qualities to asphalt shingles, bringing back the flexibility, also sealing down the granular layer, which is very important because the granular layer is what protects your shingles, and the longer they're down, the longer your shingles last. Also, adding resistance to hail damage is very important.
Absolutely, so they can extend the life of your roof from 5 up to even 15 years. So why is it important for people not to wait?
Maintenance is key in anything. If you take care of what you have, the longer it lasts. Your roof is no different. One application can extend the life of your roof for 5 years, and this can be repeated up to 3 times, so you can get an additional 15 years of your life expectancy out of your roof.
That is amazing. And listen, if you want to call for a free consultation to see if your roof qualifies, you can do that. But don't just take it from us, take it from all the happy customers, including me and my husband, Ryan.
The roof is a major expense. This product can save you a ton of money. As you can see the before and afters, and it is plain as day. This was simple. In and out process. It's a win-win for everybody. My roof went from old and damaged looking to clean and new. When Roof Savers finished my house, I sent them over to my business partner's house. He ended up saving $8,000.
If you think it may be time to replace your roof, give Roof Savers a call first and see if roof rejuvenation will work for you. Save your roof and save money. Call the number you see on the screen right now.
You can check us out online at myroofsavers.com.
Your safety comes first with the First Alert Radar Network. First just got faster. From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, First at 5.
Cat euthanization spiking over the last few years. Coming up, we're breaking down why and what the local groups are doing to help. But first, our top story live at 5. Event promoter C4 Live responding to the City of Augusta's lawsuit against them with a counterclaim. C4 Live naming both Augusta's Development Authority and Commissioner Sean Frantum. Augusta's lawsuit against C4 is over failed concerts during tournament week last year. Lake Olmsted Stadium was supposed to be transformed into a concert venue, bringing in music artists like Nelly Pitbull and Tim McGraw. But the C4 Live pulled out of the deal due to, quote, unforeseen circumstances on the grounds of Lake Olmsted Stadium. They said the grounds were not stable enough to hold the stages and all of the people at the concert. In C4's counterclaim, they say local officials knew the grounds were unstable. They say local officials knew the issue was so bad that emergency response vehicles couldn't come onto the field. After being named in the counterclaim, Commissioner Sean Frantum spoke with us to address the allegations head on.
I had no knowledge of soil issues. It's kind of comical that they would think that I'm a professional of that. I would have hoped that they would have done their due diligence on, it's a baseball field, it's a field. You should know kind of the way those fields are, the drainage they have under them, how it's built. And so not real sure why I'm getting named in this lawsuit.
Frantum adds that he was the one commissioner who did support C4 when the committee wasn't sure the concert was going to happen in the beginning. We've also reached out to the city's development authority. They do not have a comment at this time. Well, we're digging deeper into why more than 1,300 cats were euthanized in Augusta in 2022. To compare last year, that number was just over 1,000. For 2020, that state's data only gives the last half of the year at just under 550. News 12's Craig Allison spent the day trying to find out why this trend is increasing and what it means for shelter animals in our area.
While the euthanizations are relatively low inside of the Augusta Animal Shelter for cats that are staying here and are up for adoption like Cayo, it's the cats that are called out on the streets that the Best Friends Animal Society is trying to protect with a new plan that they hope passes next week through City Commission.
The program itself catches cats, neuters them, then brings them back to where they were found.
The current Richmond County ordinance euthanizes these catches now. Richmond County euthanized more than 100 animals in a month 6 times last year. We caught up with the Augusta branch of the Humane Society of Northeast Georgia to find out why they want to bring in the Best Friend Animal Society program.
To have to end a life, whether it be with a human or with an animal, it does take an emotional toll on you. So, you're asking someone that's coming in, they may spend 7 to 8 hours a day just euthanizing and putting down an animal. So it definitely over time does take an emotional toll on someone.
And all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we'll hear some more from Best Friends Animal Society and the Animal Humane Society on their thoughts about moving this plan forward to save more cats in the future.
All right, thanks for that update there, Craig. We're going to turn things to weather now with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hill. Riley,
Looks like the interstate is moving relatively quick, though. We'll have an update on those rain chances the next few days, just about 10 minutes.
thanks, Riley. 2 men are behind bars after a drive-by shooting in Columbia County. The sheriff's office says deputies rushed to the scene on Umbrella Circle for shots fired yesterday afternoon. That's in Martinez. Now, neighbors told deputies that they saw 2 men pull up in the street before one got out and fired shots from an AR rifle. Deputies say that the 2 men in the car, Larry Garner and Kyril Howard, both are charged with aggravated assault with a weapon and having a weapon in a school zone. Orangeburg County deputies are one step closer to finding the person who killed 15-year-old Dontavius Dowling. It happened Easter Sunday at the Southern Lodge Hotel. While they haven't ID'd a suspect, authorities did release pictures of the car they say was used in the drive-by shooting. Take a look. It's this red 2020 Honda Accord, Investigators are asking anyone with information to come forward. An autopsy for Dowling is scheduled for tomorrow. Now, right now, it's tough to recruit teachers as so many states grapple with shortages. South Carolina is considering a bill that supporters say would help the state compete with North Carolina and give it a leg up against Georgia and Tennessee. State House reporter Mary Green looks at how it would work.
South Carolina teachers have a minimum salary schedule, partially based on experience in the classroom. This bill would allow work experience in a field related to the subject they'd be teaching to count toward what they need to move up the pay scale, as long as they have at least 5 years experience. So someone who has 10 years experience working in a lab and is becoming a science teacher would be on the same step on the pay scale in their first year as a science teacher who's been in the classroom for 10 years. North Carolina already has this in place, while Georgia and Tennessee don't. So supporters say it would be an important recruiting tool. But some state senators say they're concerned enacting this would upset some veteran teachers.
If I were teaching for 20 years and somebody rolls in the door from the private sector or from another state, even, I think that might grind on me as well.
Patrick Kelly, a teacher who also works for the Palmetto State Teachers Association, says while he appreciates those senators are thinking about how this bill could affect teacher retention, he doesn't share their concerns.
I'm hearing overwhelmingly from teachers is their primary concern is we've got to do something to reverse this shortage because when we cannot recruit enough talent into the profession, then what we end up with is the teachers who remain in the classroom being overworked.
And this bill is now awaiting a debate on the Senate floor where there will likely be pushes to change how much that related work experience would count towards moving up the teacher pay scale. If the Senate passes this bill this year, it's likely the House of Representatives wouldn't take it up until next year, with just a month left in the 2023 legislative session. Well, Senator Tim Scott making a big announcement today. Benedict College and South Carolina State University are 2 of 40 historically black colleges and universities to receive a grant from Home Depot. The Retool Your Campus Improvement Grant gave $50,000 to Benedict and $100,000 to SC State. The money is supposed to go towards upgrading an existing space on campus, giving students a place to connect and grow together. Well, one man is showing that dreams can happen. Coming up, how he isn't letting special needs keep him from artistic expression. Riley?
And our next system is going to bring us the chance for storms not only tomorrow, but through our Friday. We'll have a look at that full forecast just after the break.
How one family is looking for more than just a temporary solution for their property in Aiken County. That's coming up all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Ramjack Foundation Repair.
Well, some children are reading a book that was illustrated by a man with autism. As Alex Jurgens reports, that's not the only obstacle he had to overcome.
Meet Sebastian Franco. He was diagnosed with autism when he was about a year and a half old and is legally blind. But that's not stopping him or his creativity.
I took some art classes and my art teachers loved my drawings.
They were saying his point of view or his conception of art was something that they've never seen before, an autistic person, and so they really encouraged him to continue.
Opportunity hit last year when a children's author asked him to do the illustrations for his new book, an opportunity he couldn't pass up. His mom, Jace, says she's amazed and happy that his challenges don't slow him down.
He was able to look past some of what other people may feel as a hindrance or obstacles.
And it serves as motivation to move forward.
And if not for books, it's his passion. It's what he truly loves to do, is to draw.
The hope is for proceeds from book sales will go towards a trip for Sebastian and Jace to go to Alaska to see the Northern Lights, a goal they hope to accomplish before Sebastian completely loses his eyesight. For him to put his mark on a book,
I feel pretty excited and accomplished.
In April is World Autism Month. According to the CDC, 1 in 36 children are diagnosed with a disorder on the autism spectrum. Well, switching gears to weather now, we'll check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist
Again by Saturday, but then another round of storms possible to end the weekend.
Thanks, Riley. A consumer watchdog group finds complaints against credit reporting agencies are on the rise. Next, we share how you can avoid running into these same problems.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Lexus Acura Infinity.
Do you have wall cracks, sagging floors, or musty smells? Call Canty Foundation Specialists for solutions to protect your home and family for years to come.
Why did the house fall down?
I don't know.
Because he didn't call my dad.
Hey, Brett, I think we need a jingle.
What'd you have in mind?
I don't know yet.
Well, if you're taking something, come knock on my door.
Come and knock on my door.
If you're 64.
I got hurt in a car wreck, and I want to hire
Dad.
A new report by a consumer watchdog group shows complaints against credit reporting agencies nearly doubled over the last year. In this Watching Your Wallet, consumer investigator Carice Jackman shares the major concerns are reporting and how you can avoid running into the same problems.
Bad credit can have wide-ranging consequences. Buying a house or a car, getting a loan, even a job. Now, a new report by the U.S. Public Interest Research Group shows Americans are fed up with credit reporting agencies.
Consumers are complaining that the credit reporting system is stacked against them because the credit bureaus don't listen, don't fix mistakes, and don't reply to consumers at all.
Ed Merzwinski, who wrote the report, found credit reporting complaints increased from 300,000 to over 600,000, many of which were against the big three credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian.
So out of the total of 800,000 new record complaints to the CFPB, 69% of them were about those big three companies.
Merzwinski says the increase in complaints is concerning because he knows having a bad credit score can have a lasting impact.
In this tough economy, you want your credit report to be accurate. The consumers are saying they're not accurate. Consumers are saying they're not listening to me.
We reached out to all three major credit report companies to get their thoughts on the report. The Consumer Data Industry Association replied on their behalf, issuing a statement saying in part, our industry continues to evolve policies and procedures with the best interests of consumers in mind. This includes changes to the reporting of medical collection debt and the extension of free weekly credit reporting through the end of 2023 to help consumers manage their financial health during a period of rising inflation and unprecedented economic uncertainty. Merzwinski recommends using the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's complaint database to search complaints by company to see others' experiences. And if you do run into an issue, he suggests filing a complaint with the CFPB and your state attorney general's office. At the end of the day, Merzwinski says your best bet to avoid a low credit score, make every effort to pay your bills on time.
The only way to build up your credit score really quickly is to pay down your debts, especially your credit card debts. Get them below 30% of utilization of your limit.
With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Carice Jackman.
Merzwinski also says complaints in other categories rose slightly as well. Those include complaints about student loans, checkings and savings accounts, and credit or prepaid cards. Well, it's almost time for dinner, and coming up, why grilled cheese could be the perfect option for you. That's when Live at 5 continues. Riley.
Can't beat a good grilled cheese, and luckily you can't really beat this weekend forecast. We're staying warm with highs in the low 80s. There could be a few stray storms by Sunday. We'll have another update on the forecast just after the break.
The accident was not my fault.
When you're injured, you need help fast. Call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all nights.
You need someone that's gonna fight for you. Call now.
Call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all nights.
Ram Truck Month continues in Waynesboro with its great selection of Rams. 0.9% interest or up to $7,000 off MSRP. Take the short drive on 25.
Wherever I go, I'm always keeping an eye on the power lines. In my home of Puerto Rico, Hurricane Maria showed us what can happen with a weak and outdated power grid. So I became an electrical engineer, and now I work for Georgia Power. We're investing in the latest secure technologies, and we're building the future of energy today. Our customers are counting on us for a modern and dependable power grid, and I'll be keeping an eye out to make sure they get it.
Hi, Jesse Palmer at the Rooms to Go store-wide mattress sale.
Come pick up your pickup today for up to $7,000 off during Ram Truck Month here at Waynesboro. Take the short drive on 25 and we'll save you time and money.
After your
For those of you planning on eating dinner, it might be an easy decision on what to make. It's National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day today. It can be traced back to the 1920s when sliced bread and cheese became readily available. Many now go all out using different cheeses and even throwing in some additional toppings. The sandwich's variety is believed to have kept it a classic staple for many years. Riley, what's your favorite cheese to go on a grilled cheese sandwich?
I'd say top would be some good sharp cheddar. Pepper Jack's a close second.
Colby Jack?
Colby Jack's not bad. We're talking
Jack
about the Kraft American cheese,
which apparently is fake.
We don't know if
people.
that's real cheese, but it does taste pretty good.
It's real. I did buy grilled cheese and ketchup. Apparently that's weird to Riley, but
that's a weird phenomenon right there.
It's true. Ketchup's good on
ketchup
cheese.
and your grilled cheese. Not a bad combo. I'm sure it does taste pretty good. Hey, want to give a quick update traffic-wise. We do have a